A man has been fired for buttering up some biscuits. And yes, it is exactly what it sounds like. I can't make this stuff up. I honestly can't. You know, this man was fired from Popeyes over some buttered biscuits. This is crazy.
One thing we could all learn from the guy that got fired from Popeyes for buttering them biscuits is this. As someone that worked in corporate America for 10 years as a recruiter, these companies never want you to do better than what they hired you for. Even if it appears that they mess with you, they don't. Look, Popeyes even commented on that video, which means they saw it. Views is a new form of currency, and this guy was able to get almost 10 million views on this video. So instead of Popeyes linking up and creating content or a partnership, they see him as a threat.
Dang.
That's why you should never trust these companies. And yes, if you scroll down his page, he may be doing more than buttering biscuits, but still doesn't justify this. What are your thoughts? Drop it down in the
He may be doing more than, but like, honestly, I cannot make this stuff up. This is actually pretty crazy. This is actually crazy.
Did you see the viral video of this man?
Guys, you need to make this. 4 Oreos, 1/4 cup milk, smash.
Did you see the viral video of this man buttering trays of biscuits at Popeyes? They ended up getting more than 7 million views. Well, even though Popeyes commented on that viral video saying, you missed one, he says that he was fired by Popeyes for posting that video the very next day. Of course, he was very disappointed because he said he needed that job and he actually wanted to work at Popeyes. So many of his supporters were saying, that's unfair, let's boycott Popeyes, and don't worry about it, something good is going to happen to you, just like what happened with the Chick-fil-A girl. But someone else suggested that you scroll through his videos and you might be able to see why Popeyes didn't want to have him represent their brand.
Oh, obviously, because this dude is out here wearing tights, looking thicker than a Snicker. Obviously. Whoa. You know, pause. It did say questionable stuff. Why they couldn't just be having them? They did say that. But he was good at buttering biscuits. Now, let's not get it messed up. He good at buttering them biscuits. I'm gonna be honest with you. My DoorDash is full of nothing but Popeyes. That's all it's filled with, actually. It's filled with nothing but Popeyes. And if I'm being honest with y'all, I'm glad he overbuttered the biscuits. Because them biscuits be dry as... Man, I honestly can't tell y'all how many times I had to get like 2 drinks. Just for one biscuit. You need 2 drinks for like one biscuit. Because that's how dry they be. And yeah, you gonna fire this dude for overbuttering? Come on now, man. Like, we need to do better as a society. We need to do better as a society and do better as a people. Because if you're going to fire a man, even, you know, despite the questionable stuff he was doing on TikTok, he was still doing a good job of buttering the biscuits. I'm just saying it. Listen, some people out there like to have their biscuits buttered. Context. But in light of that situation, you got to really get the motif going here. Like, that's just actually crazy.
My most viewed video at 2.8 million views is telling y'all, stop recording at y'all job. And what do y'all do? Continue to record.
Well, I just got fired. Like, really? Over some biscuit?
My people, please put the phones down. If your job has a social media policy, please stop recording and uploading it onto social media. You are going to lose your job. This man went viral a few days ago because he was working at Popeyes and he was buttering them biscuits. And when I tell you, in the moment when I saw it, I said, damn, those biscuits look good. They're going to be good. But he's going to lose his job.
Yeah.
Popeyes ended up commenting under the video saying that he missed one. And then days later, he got fired. If it's one thing about it, these companies, for one, they don't like to see us win. Like, they don't like to see that a regular person is making them more famous than their real marketing team. That's one. Clock it. In addition to that, you're probably not supposed to have your phone out because of the social media policy. Popeyes is a food industry based business.
Most definitely.
So to have your phone out, next to food, very unsanitary, because you had to hit record to get what you was doing. You also hear in the video him saying on his shift, biscuits are going to get buttered. And you see him pouring a large amount. Y'all know damn well some of these companies do not play when it comes to overusing their products. We have to have some self-awareness, and we need to be able to take some accountability. Yes, you got fired over biscuits, but at the same time, you know you're not supposed to be doing it. And if you don't know you're not supposed to be doing it, it's your fault for not reading the employee handbook. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Like, we have to be for real.
Most definitely.
My name is Dime, and here's my 2 cents again. Y'all, stop recording at the workplace. If you know you're not supposed to be recording there, don't do it. You need a job. You need a career. Do not risk it for social media. Please. I'm interested in hearing your side of things. Do you think he should have got fired for buttering them biscuits or what?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I already said this. Like, you know, this is just how it is. If I have buttering biscuits. I mean, I had a job, you know, where I couldn't use my phone and stuff like that. And honestly, there's this one little key motif of things for y'all young cats out there that don't know about like having a job or something like that. It's called the conflicts of interest. You see the conflicts of interest, and this is in every single policy that's out there. It goes ahead and it details what the job is required and what the company wants from you. It's not what you can give the company, it's what the company expects of you. And you know, this is pretty trash for most people, because I had a job, you know, where we did some things like, you know, on a regular, and there were some things that just, you know, weren't going through more over a year ago. And I've been bringing this problem to, you know, their attention, right? And it was an inconvenience for us to do our job because of, like, you know, certain people that were, like, you know, getting in a little too early. And we actually brought this up that, you know, hey, we can't keep track of all these people that are coming in early, and we're supposed to get in here at a certain time. So they said, you know what, don't worry about it, you're off the clock, it doesn't matter who else comes in. Now, mind you, key note of this, a shift a year later, not even a good, like, month ago, this happened to me, they come back and they say that you are now going to get penalized for being on your spot, and while you're not on the clock, you can't be there. But some of us have to be there at a certain specific amount of time. Now, that was a punishment. And that's because it was tailored to certain people getting in, but we weren't checking them in. But you can't do that if certain people aren't supposed to be there at the exact amount of time. But certain people are getting in early from when we're supposed to. Now, you see, this is where it comes in at, where it's the company and then it's you as the employee. Mind you, when it's an inconvenience for us, nobody bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye for the employees when it's an inconvenience for us. But when it becomes an inconvenience for the company, then all of a sudden they want to make a change and start, you know, ramping it up. And the crazy part about it is you will get punished for the whole thing. So, you know, in hindsight of this, buttering biscuits is apparently just on the same amount of crime as you having your phone out when you're not supposed to. I mean, granted, you know, marketing teams and stuff like that, you know, this is what makes, like, companies lose publicity, believe it or not. I mean, they literally tore down a Checkers that was down my way, and I haven't seen that building since. I really haven't. Though they are saying they're looking to put something else there. You know, this was back during the riots, but I mean, hey, look, you're fired for buttering biscuits. And apparently, clapping your cheeks. That's a bad look. If you guys want to see any more of these weird, crazy behind videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. Make sure the biscuits is buttered.